What if the gods from Greek mythology were real? What if the mighty gods of Mount Olympus weren't just stories? What if they were real, walking among us, wielding powers beyond our wildest imaginations? Imagine the chaos, the wonders, the consequences of having gods like Zeus, Poseidon, and Athena in the modern world. Could we coexist, or would their ancient power unravel everything we know? In today's video, we'll explore how the world would change if the Greek gods were real. What blessings would they bestow? What disasters would they bring? Let's dive into a world where the gods reign supreme. Who are the Greek gods? Before we imagine their impact on our world, let's quickly meet the key players from Mount Olympus. There's Zeus, the king of the gods, wielding thunderbolts with the power to control the heavens. Hera, the goddess of marriage and family, fierce in her devotion but known for her jealous rage. Poseidon, ruler of the seas and earthquakes, could command the oceans at will. Athena, the goddess of wisdom and strategy, whose intellect could change the course of history. And of course Apollo, the radiant god of the sun, music and prophecy, who could shape the future with his divine foresight. These gods don't just sit on high, they influence our world in ways we can barely imagine. The Olympian gods in the modern world. Let's begin with Zeus, the ultimate ruler of the gods. In our world today, Zeus would undoubtedly become the most powerful figure on Earth. Imagine him in global politics, controlling the weather with a mere thought. Could you trust a leader who could literally zap you with a thunderbolt? He could quell wars or intimidate world leaders into submission. But would Zeus rule as a benevolent monarch, or would he impose an iron fist, a god of absolute power? Now imagine Poseidon, the god of the oceans. In an age of climate change and rising sea levels, Poseidon could be both a savior and a destroyer. Would he calm the seas to protect coastal cities from natural disasters? Or could he punish humanity's negligence with devastating tsunamis? Poseidon could alter the fate of industries, from shipping to coastal tourism. But would we trust him or fear his wrath? Next, there's Athena, the goddess of wisdom. Imagine her in the modern world, leading international peace talks or advising on technological innovations. Her strategic mind could revolutionize politics, solve the world's toughest problems, or even guide scientific breakthroughs. But could we rely on divine wisdom without becoming too dependent on her? Godly insight? Or would humanity lose its ability to think for itself? And then there's Apollo, god of the sun and music. In our age of information, Apollo's influence would extend far beyond the arts. He'd likely be a global superstar, controlling entertainment, spreading wisdom, and perhaps even predicting future trends through his prophetic visions. But would his insights bring solutions to the world's crises, or would his prophecies create chaos as people tried to follow every divine word? Imagine Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty, blessing people with perfect romantic partners, or worse, turning our obsession with love and beauty into something all-consuming. She could elevate society's standards of romance to divine heights, but would her influence lead to true love or superficial obsessions? And Ares, the god of war, would he fuel conflicts around the globe, turning small disputes into massive wars? With the power to stir up aggression and violence, Ares could easily escalate tensions, tipping the world into chaos. With these gods among us, the very fabric of society would change. Entire industries could be built around divine worship. Temples could become powerful centers of influence. Religions would thrive, or possibly fracture, as humans debate the rightful worship of these mighty beings. Poseidon could cause a boom in the shipping industry, while Apollo's wisdom could spark a new era of technological and cultural renaissance. But would society become more united or divided under the influence of these gods? Would we embrace divine power or rebel against it? Chaos or harmony? Pros and cons of living with the gods. So what would living with the gods look like? On the one hand, we'd gain incredible blessings, divine guidance in times of crisis, protection from natural disasters, and perhaps even a golden age of art and culture. But on the other hand, divine power struggles, Zeus versus Poseidon, Ares causing wars, would threaten global stability. What if Aphrodite's influence on love became a dangerous obsession? Could we, as mere mortals, handle the unpredictable nature of these gods? One thing is certain, life with the gods would never be ordinary. It would be an age of wonders and nightmares all at once. Which one would have the greatest impact on today's society? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.